All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakah Kwadash. Second of all, I want to give double honors to my elders and apostles of Great Millstone. And third of all, I want to give a peace and safety to the hope for the elect out there, the brothers that push this truth, the truth of the King James Bible, and all truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the globe. All right, so I just want to do a short lesson. I have alone the spirit of Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shai allows it to go. I want to name the video. The people in America and all over the world are feeling are feeling the financial struggle, Salakia, or whatever title Yahweh Shah sees fit I use. And Lord Will's brothers can see on the screen. Well, this is actually the one the brother Qadar sent. I was just about to say the brother Qadar in our camp. He put in the chat a few days ago about, I guess, this ongoing thing that people are doing on TikTok all over the world, basically venting about, you know, how hard things are. Lord Will's brothers can see on the screen. It says TikTok on the cost of living, rant on inflation. Everyone is broke and tired. And through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, we've said a few times in camp that, usually platforms like TikTok and, Instagram and shit like that, people are just, flexing, uh, basically showing mirth, or basically are in the spirit of mirth most of the time on TikTok. But through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Shah, we've actually said at camp that you're gonna see this. This day was gonna come. All right, that people are gonna be on here venting, complaining about how they're not making enough to make ends meet, how hard things are right now. And but lo and behold, the Most High made it happen. Yahweh Shem Shah manifested it. All right, made it come to life. All right, and again, not boasting or bragging, but through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Shah, the Lord that gave us the eyes to see and ears to hear. We did kind of predict this. We did say this was going to happen. All right, and now you're seeing it. All right, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Shah, and also other brothers as well. I'm pretty sure said it. But this is the one the brother Qadar sent. And I'm not gonna play the audio. I'm just gonna stroll down because I'm guessing this is like an ongoing thing everywhere. This is actually the one that, again, the brother Qadar sent. It said TikTok vents about being broke and tired. Inflation is taking folks out. And it was all good when them stimulus checks and all that shit were going out, and uh, all these rewards for taking the jab, and jobs were giving away bonuses and all that. It was all good then, but now look, now look what's going on. All right, it says this was too. I'm guessing this is like an ongoing thing they're doing all over the world. Everyone is broke, tired, and tired. That was put up 3 days ago. This was 2 days ago. I believe these two are the same ones because they got the same woman in these two. The one the brother Qadar sent, and I guess this one might just be the same one. I believe that's the same video. Somebody probably just re-uploaded it. It said TikTok Vince, we are broke and tired and overworked. Inflation. All right, basically. So yeah, that's it. So I'm guessing it's like somewhat of an ongoing thing. People are taking to social media and venting about their struggles. And again, usually TikTok is a place of mirth with the Most High. Okay, this was 2 months ago. Salaki, the screen phone second up. All right, Salaki brothers. Let's go to the scriptures. There are more, but okay, this one was 2 days ago. All right, let's kick off of this. This is acting crazy. Okay, but yeah, man, you're gonna see more. You're gonna see a lot more of this, and eventually people are gonna put the phones down, all right, and start taking to the streets, all right, and start going to these these town halls, city halls, or whatever. So like it, brothers, these town halls or whatever. Uh, and things are gonna get rough. People are gonna be hungry, tired. They're gonna be taken to the streets, complaining. And then when the kings and princes, which are these senators, governors, presidents, or whatever, they're gonna realize that the people gonna realize that they ain't listening and they don't give two shits. All right, the people are gonna go and try to get them, like you saw in that January day, all right, or whatever. All right, but wait until people are hungry and people are doing that. All right, that could have been staged, but probably, and it probably was staged, but wait until uh people are hungry and they're doing that. All right, and that's when Second Ezra the 15th chapter is about to become in full effect. All right, but this is just the beginning stages of it. People taking to social media and complaining about it, and soon people are going to go to the streets. They're going to go to these town halls, city halls, these senate buildings. All right, ramshack them. All right, and once they figure out that the government don't care, then that's when you're going to see the grocery store starting to be spoiled, then your house being spoiled, and then people's houses being spoiled, spoiling your neighbor and all of that. And then before you know it, people will be eating each other in the streets. Like the movie that the elders always reference is the movie The Road. All right, every brother, like the elders say, every brother should watch that movie, which that's a movie to show you how things are going to be here, all right, in the very near future. But this is Jeremiah chapter 25, verse 10. Moreover, I will take from them the voice of mirth and the voice of gladness. All right, now, like I said, usually on TikTok and them other platforms, it's all about mirth. People, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, or doing some stupid ass challenge or something like that. All right, but now people are going there complaining about how hard it is to live. So the Lord is taking the voice of mirth and the voice of gladness. Right, those people didn't sound happy. All right, they didn't sound happy about this situation here in Babylon or in Europe or whatever. All right, and the people really don't know what's going on, man. That's all praises to Yahweh Shem Yahushua, Barakatah Yahweh Shem Yahushua. We got this light, man, to know what's going on. And they're talking about companies are price gouging and shit like that, and they're just being greedy. No, it's the main, which that is the reason too. All right, because Esau is a greedy devil, but the main reason why is because of this inflation, all the mass money printing over the last 3 years. Like they said, like 80% of the dollars in circulation right now have been printed up in the last 3 years. And you can't just print all that money and expect a good result. It's going to be a bad result. And that's what you're seeing now. That's why inflation is so high. Then on top of all of that, you got the dollar, the BRICS summit, with Saudi Arabia is supposed to be a participant, and it's threatening the petrodollar. And that's when things are really going to get bad. If they start accepting other currencies outside of the U.S. dollar for their oil, OPEC accepts other currencies outside of the U.S. dollar for their oil, all right, then you're going to see things get really bad. Then that's when it's going to go into hyperinflation, all right. But again, you look at some of those people in those videos, they really don't know what's happening, man. All right, at all. To be honest, all right, they're talking about price gouging the companies and stuff, which again, Esau is greedy, but that's the real reason why is because of the mass money printing. That's the main reason why. All right, but the people out there don't see that because why? Because they're not in the marvelous light. Yahweh Shem Yahushua didn't wake them up, and then you got some, and they're not watching basically these financial guys which break it down better. All right. And the voice of gladness, and the voice of the bridegroom, and the voice of the bride, and the sound of the millstone. And what sound of the millstone meaning working. People complaining about not getting a lot of work. All right, and the light of the candle. Right. So the Lord said He's going to take the spirit of mirth, and that's what the Lord is doing. People in there showing I got to pay this bill, that bill. I ain't making enough money at my job. All right, so on and so forth. All right, that's not the spirit of mirth. That's the spirit of sorrow, and it's going to be more. All right, get this. This Second Ezra chapter 5. I think it's verse 4. Mm, yep, verse 12. Salakia. It's Second Ezra chapter 5, verse 12. At the same time shall men hope. Right, hope for what? Better days to come to America, but it ain't gonna happen. Things are just gonna get worse and worse and worse. All right, and nothing obtained. They shall labor, right? Work. People are working two jobs, three jobs, trying to do this hustle, that hustle, and still ain't making enough money. All right, they're saying in some places just to rent a 2 bedroom apartment, you got to make damn near 6 figures. Like places like California, New York, places like that. Not well, yeah, California, certain places in New York, even down here in Florida, like places like the bigger cities like Tampa, Miami, places like that. All right, certain other places you gotta make like damn near high five figures or six figures just to to be able to afford, everyday life, mainly in California. What they find it with what's his name? Gerald Salente was saying. Not Gerald Salente, but Jeremiah Baby was saying. Alright, JB or whatever. But nothing obtained. And they shall labor, but their ways should not prosper. Right, they shall labor, work hard, but their ways should not prosper. They're still gonna be broke. They're still not gonna have enough, and they're gonna be frustrated. And again, people are gonna start taking to the streets. Matter of fact, let's go to 2 Ezra 15. The 2 Ezra chapter 15. The 2 Ezra chapter 15, verse 16. For there should be a sedition among men and invading one another, and they should not regard their kings nor princes. Now again, this is the beginning phases of it. People going to social media and complaining about it, and Esau is gonna just ignore them. All right, just straight up ignore them and all that. All right, and then people are gonna go to the streets. People are gonna start going to these towns, these city halls, these senates. All right, just speaking as a man, but Lord will, this how it could go down. Lord will, it does. People start going to these city halls and all of that and complaining, ramshacking like you saw in the January 6th thing. But it's gonna be different when people are actually struggling. All right, people will actually be hungry. All right, you're gonna see things get ugly, and they should not regard their kings nor princes, in the course of their actions should stand in their power. All right, the kings and princes are these senators and all of that, uh, Congress and presidents and all of that. All right, people ain't gonna get two shits about none of that position. All they're gonna be worried about is surviving, and they're gonna blame them for the reason why they can't live, basically, why they're struggling. Verse 17, and the man should desire to go into a city and should not be able. Why? Because of martial law. All right, and that's when the troops are going to be deployed on the streets. But because of their pride, the city should be troubled, and the houses. Right, and the pride of these people, the people that are doing these TikTok videos now, complaining about being broke. Go back and watch their videos 2 or 3 months ago, 2 or 3 years ago, 2 years ago, and see what they were doing. All right, you think they was in the spirit of humbleness and all of that? They was out shopping and showing what they were eating and basically living that mirth proud spirit, living in a mirthly proud spirit. But now look at them, and it's gonna be more. It's gonna be way more. All right, because of their pride, the city should be troubled. Right, and there's trouble in all through the cities, all throughout Babylon the Great, that great city, this great city, and across seas. All right, and the houses shall be destroyed, and men should be afraid. Verse 19, the men are going to be afraid and they shall have no pity upon his neighbor. Right, because after um all the grocery stores and all that are robbed, all right, they're gonna go into their neighbor's house, but shall destroy their houses with the sword, which is the gun, and to spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and of great tribulation. Right, because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. All right, and great tribulation is coming, man, to Babylon the Great, and not just Babylon, all over the world. Them TikTok videos are everywhere. People are doing those videos everywhere. All right. So with that, I pray this response video was edifying. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rakakwadash, double honors to my elders and apostles of great millstone, and peace and safety to you brothers that push your truth and sincerity. And with that, I'm going to say shalom to the elect.